What's up, YouTube? Don't mind the hair, I got caught in a rainstorm, but anyway, today I'm gonna talk about something that's actually very embarrassing to me because I've had quite the past, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture. But basically I'm talking about skincare. So I'm talking about acne, and I'm talking about how I fixed it. Even though it is embarrassing, I wanna share it because hopefully I can help somebody, because basically I took my face from this to this. It's so simple that I feel like it has to work for everyone. It's a magic cure, okay? Before I get into that, if you could please just like this video and subscribe to my channel, it would be very nice of you, and so thank you in advance if you do that really quick. So now to actually get started on what cured me, I can basically break it down to 3 different things. One of them is very personal, but I'm going to talk about it because it is honestly at least 30, 40, maybe even 50% of the fix. So the first thing is to cut toxic people and stress out of your life. I understand this is a big thing. You either aren't dealing with this and this is not the cause of your acne, or you are dealing with it. It might be difficult to avoid. Maybe it's at work and you can't just quit your job, or maybe it's your family member and you can't just, you know, unfamily them. So, you know, if it's something that you can control or avoid, that's step 1. Number 2 is simplify your washing regimen. So I will go into what I used to use, and I was basically just overkilling on products, and you really just need to use one thing, one brand, okay? 2 things, 1 brand. Step 3 is that you should be using a topical medication. This will be prescribed to you by a dermatologist, and there's 2 topical medications that I use every single day, kind of. One is every other day, every 3 days, and then one is every day in the morning. Basically 3 things: emotional stress, simplify your face washing routine, and topical medication use, okay? So telling you this works, and it is seriously a miracle, because this didn't take a year to do or 2 years to do. It literally took 1 month. So that before picture was taken in February, the after picture was taken in March. So wow. And I actually used this app where you document your picture of your face, like a forward picture, like a left and a right, and you document it every day, and then you can like scroll through and compare your progress. So that, not like that fixes anything, but it's kind of nice to see. It ended up getting so bad over the past year that I was just so depressed. Like if I saw my face in a mirror, I would just start crying. I was miserable. Every single product to target acne, I would use Proactive, face masks, peels, scrubs, serums, 10-step routines, like you name it, I tried it, except for like Accutane. And none of these things were working for me. So February, when I took that picture, is when I decided to go to a dermatologist and get actual help and advice, and she is the one that gave me the tips I'm going to talk about. The one thing that I would really recommend before you start any of this is really document and find out what your triggers are for acne. So it could be like me, where it was stress and something personal, or it could be a nutrition thing, where if it's certain foods you eat, or it could be a lack of sleep, or it could be hormonal, or whatever it is. But I would suggest documenting when you have really bad flare-ups, or when it looks worse than normal, so that you can kind of see if there's any sort of pattern. I was in a pretty toxic situation / relationship, and I noticed that every single time we argued, my face would have a 180 flip for the worst, and it could be perfect one day, we would get an argument, I'd wake up and it'd be terrible. I'm very sensitive to emotional stress and arguing and like being upset, and it just wreaks havoc on my body. So if it's something that you can avoid or cut out of your life, do that. I'm not saying that curing your acne is more important than this person, but if their emotional stress on you is so bad that your body attacks you for communicating with them, like, they're probably not a good person to have in your life. Get rid of them. You don't need them in your life. You don't need the stress, okay? Whatever. So anyway, moving on from that topic, because let's talk about the actual products that my dermatologist talked about and suggested that I use that are truly the cure, the miracle for the whole face situation. Game changer. Will fix your life. I was using a ton of stuff. If you open my medicine cabinet, there's still just like serums galore. I could have my own shop basically, okay? And if you know me, you know I love makeup and skincare and all this stuff, but all of it is just junk that, you know, A, robs your piggy bank because that stuff is expensive, and B, it's not helping. It just looks nice and feels nice, and you feel luxurious and you feel like, I'm taking care of myself, but you're not. My dermatologist recommended for me to use CeraVe or Cetaphil. I'm gonna go grab those and show you what they look like. With this brand, she gave me a ton of testers for both this and Cetaphil, and I just really like this one more, so I went with
the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. It's for normal to dry skin, and it cleanses, hydrates, and helps restore the protective
skin barrier. So that's one thing I did not know that I was doing, is when I was using all these acne medications and not restoring my face with the moisture, I broke down my skin barrier completely. And that was something that I learned at the dermatologist's office, and I could truly see a fix when I started using this. On that same note, I use the CeraVe Daily Moisturizer, and this also helps restore protective skin barrier. One of the medications that she gave me was tretinoin, but I was already using tretinoin. It's an extremely drying medication. I thought that if you use a drying medication, I thought you would undo the effects if you put a heap ton of lotion on your face afterwards. It makes sense, right? Like, without knowing any better, that's what I thought. So I thought I had to load up on this drying stuff, and then I didn't use any lotion, and that killed my skin. It became red, flaky, so bad. If I can find more pictures, I'll put them in here. Like, my skin turned to leather sometimes. Like, it was hard and cracked and so sensitive, and it would burn. It was really bad. So, combination of not washing my face with any crap except this, just a super simple wash. Like, it's literally just moisture balance. Like, it's so simple. Everyone can use this. Men, women, it's not gender specific. And this lotion. So, even after I put on my topical medication, I covered my face in lotion, and it did not undo the effects of the medication. To my surprise, it kept my skin healthy and plump and moisturized, and the medicine still attacked the acne. Mine was totally blown. Simplifying my washing schedule to just use a wash and a lotion is the #1, like, this is what fixed my face. Lastly, not even next, last, we're almost done, is the topical medications. So, okay, so the first thing is the tretinoin cream. And this is just, like I said, very, very drying. It's supposed to be a very thin amount, and you spot treat wherever it is, and then you follow it up with lotion so that it doesn't kill your face. That's the first thing. I was using that like 3 times a day, every day. You're only supposed to use it once every like 3 days, and I use it at night. Okay, and then the second thing was this Dapsone gel. So this is a gel that you put a little pea-sized amount and then put it all over your face. So this I put on every single day in the morning. So I washed my face with the CeraVe, put the Dapsone on, that's the medication, and then I use one of these 2 lotions. We already talked about this one. Also, the dermatologist was selling, I mean, you know, they gotta make money too, so selling this brand. And this is the Elta MD skincare. A ton of people love this and talk about it, and this has SPF 46 because you want to use, and I'm sure everyone has hounded you on this and told you this, but you have to have SPF every single day. So you can use this in the daytime because it still is lotion. This one is tinted, like I would show you, but I don't want to waste it because it's kind of expensive. It's tinted. It's a tinted
facial sunscreen. It says high purity niacinamide, transparent zinc oxide, UVA, UVB protection, calms and protects acne prone skin types prone to acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation.
What more could you ask for? Really, like, so I use like 3 things and that's it. Like, I wash my face, I put on my topical medications, and I use lotion. You probably didn't think it was that easy to cure terrible acne, but it really is. Some other things I should mention is she did put me on an oral medication, spironolactone, and also doxycycline. I'm gonna mention that because though I've been on those before for this and it actually helped a ton, but this go around I didn't really take it, so I don't want to, you know, push that and say it's what did it, because I'd only take them like a couple times a week because I was really bad at remembering them. And then also worth mentioning is I did start a water gallon challenge, and I've been drinking at least half a gallon every single day of water, and I eat very, very clean. If I have any gluten or any sugar, I actually immediately break out like within a couple hours. Just, you know, want to touch on that yes, these are holy grail products, but I also eat very clean and drink a ton of water, so I think that that's also, you know, nutrition from the inside out is going to make you glow. So yeah, that's really it. I probably made this way too long, but it really just comes down to those 3 things. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!